up. Okay, I need to look into that. I don't know why that's happening. Hello. Thank you. I wouldn't have came by. It wasn't unmuted. The Don Quixote thing, apparently in Limbith Company, I think, the new Project Moon game with a character called Don Quixote, and we basically have the exact same hair. Yeah, no, so here's the thing. I have no idea what it is. And I'm gonna go nuts trying to figure it out. So, anytime I turn my computer off, or anytime I turn the computer to sleep, when it goes back on, it affects Discord, and apparently it affects OBS. It still recognizes my sound device. It still recognizes the microphone, but no input is recognized. If I mute, unmute, play around with it, nothing works until I completely unplug and replug the microphone. So I don't know why that is, and it's been driving me nuts this entire past week, and it's a real pain in the neck. A real pain in the neck. So that's what I've been fighting with. But what I'm also fighting with is my sanity, because we're back to Lobotomy Corporation. Excuse me. Alright, so we're on day 23. Last time we started day 21. Then we done day 22. We got the train, and the result was that we rolled back, but we rolled back after getting a dusk meltdown, a dusk ordeal. That's it. Remembering the words and whatnot properly. So we completed the dusk ordeal. We've got back to day 23 after about, I want to say about 16 resets. That was fun. So now I need to figure out what's happened on the second floor here. I'll throw Gabriella down. Have a good weapon. I have been using Gabriella here, and it has been pretty good. Yeah, actually not bad. I think what I can do... Goody, are you 555? Jose will bring down. Noah here. Tom here. Then we want someone with Justice 5. Or is it Justice 5 or just Justice 3? We can use Justice 3, so we can throw Acacia over. So Acacia can work on the shooter. Next, we need to up Goody's Justice. But we're not in too much of a rush for that. Gonna throw another goon or 2 down. So we've got 6 here. We don't have a big gun here. We do have a big gun here because... No, we don't, because Acacia is in training team. That's fine. That's all good. Now, what do I want to spend my lob points on? So you are high temperance. If we have someone else with high temperance to knock that off, we could probably, worst case scenario, if Night of Despair starts melting down, we can use Nox. But having someone decent here who has the ability to deal with no Kreen wouldn't be too bad. So let's see if we got any frees. We got Reveby. Reveby, you can come in charge of a safety team. And then we can get you... let's say... like a 3-3-4-2. Let's get a new fella in. Evangeline. Could get a 3-3-3 Evangeline. Can throw you. Where would we be able to use you? Goody needs justice. I think what we could do is throw Goody up here so we can farm him on low. So we can farm him on one bad and many good. Then Nox we can throw down. Evangeline we can throw down. So you have red, white, black, red, white, red, white, white, red. Okay, I think that's no idea what's coming today. We've got two more down here. We've got whatever the fuck that is. And that is unnerving. So we start with Gabriella down here. Then over here we have Jose and 5. The Frey shoots we use Acacia. Then tomorrow we can put Acacia into Fort 5. And then we'll do Repression Work and Goody. We'll just take it one anomaly at a time. Also notice we didn't get the option to pick a new bullet today. Black bullet. Alright, so this is going... The FO270 Brothers just blink as if it's the only thing we can do inside the containment unit. Instinct's looking good. When they show any sign of pain, they will approach something for exhausted body. It does look like the way to go with them is instinct. They lose energy chance as well. Friend for 7, common. I know that works, so I could farm at it moving forward, but these are a lot of guidelines. I want to know what bad happens. Cleave-off count and appearance changed. Normal for cleave-off counter lowered and the appearance changed. We'll do another. Instinct with Gabriella. The Frey shoots wasn't too bad. Alright, so got 4 here, gotcha. So this Punishing Bird broke out, that is not a problem. All of these floors get healing, which is very interesting. That's a lot of clerks as well. And 4%'s doing a lot of work. Is this going to be a medium? Oh, we lost a leg. When 5 or more employees died within the facility, the cleave-off counter lowered and the appearance changed, however deaths by execution bullets were not recognized. When 5 or more panicked, the cleave-off counter lowered and appearance changed. When 3 abnormality escapes confirmed, the cleave-off counter lowered and the appearance changed. Is this basically Hangman? Do we have a Hangman here? Justice. Justice. And then we have one remaining, which will do something simple. Like an instinct up here, maybe? And we've got our first meltdown. Which is not some crazed dude. So we use Nox. It is a flesh idol, which we can throw. How does this work again? Is there any stat requirement? No, it's just pray a certain amount of time. Tom, you can pray. And then Letitia. Whoever goes into Letitia is not coming back out of working with Letitia, so I guess we could do Hannah? That fine? Should be fine. Hannah, go work with Letitia. Then you give it at least 20 seconds. I forget about it. What? What? I mean, what? Alright, we're fine, we're fine. How are you doing? How you doing? Alright, Gabriella. Alright, we're getting a green dawn. Green, which one is green? Green is chillin'. Chillin' is good. You like to chill here. It's actually been a very chill start so far. Can't wait for it to go downhill. No longer got betraying. Mwah. Betraying was definitely not fun to micromanage. Yo, back. Hello. Yeah. I wonder why. What's worse is, instead of just like resetting when hitting the train, it has been ages max, hasn't it? Instead of just resetting when hitting the train, going to... Then the reset was common. Just fighting for train and reaching Dusk Ordeal and completing it to finish a challenge. That took about 8 resets. It's been good. It's been good, Max. Been very much stuck on I forgot the name of it. Project, no, Lobotomy Corporation for the past basically 2 weeks. We'll throw Gabriella back in. Throw someone back into Fry Shoots. Throw Goody back in. We need Nox to work on Puppy, otherwise Nox, I don't want to die. But the clipboard will, you know, blow him up. But it's also work he will get skill for, which is good. Playing this is making me no problem. Enjoy for being here. But playing this has gotten me urged to play XCOM again, which is a weird like direction. But like people management, right? Alright, let's see, anything outstanding? No. So, in return for clipboard, so that we don't die, get the last managerial guideline. Warning, forceful reduction. What is forceful reduction? Burb! Right, so we've got Dream of a Black Swan. So what is forceful reduction of Cleafoff counter? Ma. Black and white both fine. Tell you what, we're gonna Hope that Gabriella doesn't die with a mass of flesh and stick. Hail, Satan! I agree. Hello. Pretty fucking funny how close the model is to Don Quixote. Oh shit, that's not good for Gabriella. I did not even know who Don Quixote was as a character. Do I believe in justice? I believe in knowledge. That was horrendous. So, we know it's not instinct work. No, justice can mean any number of things depending on who says justice. In fact, I'll do one more, but it won't be an instinct. Alright, insight's going a lot better. No, it's not. No, it's not. Who knew the eye tree hates being a half a cute girl? We got a couple re-girls. We got Letitia. And we got the Knight of Despair. Okay, but the eye did not like being perceived fair. How about attachment? Common. That's good. Knight is very cute. Knight has some pretty good kit as well. I like Knight. Knight is chill. Not had any problems with Knight. Apart from losing the ability to use one of my people. But I've got enough people now that I can throw someone as a job sacrifice. Woodhog, Bing chilling. I don't know. Don't know the rest of it. Bing chilling. Alright, let's see. We can throw Owen into some instinct work so that we can get our Dawn event. Green is out. Do I like Danger Noodles? I don't mind Danger Noodles. They're not very high on my list of things I dislike. Oh yeah, I've got... okay. You can suppress. Over here we've got you, who we can suppress with... we can suppress with Gabriella. And you, we can suppress with... I forget what you're resistant to. We just suppress with red and fright. Which color Danger Noodles are the best? A good question. Like, I think brightly colored Danger Noodles aren't as aesthetic as like darker Danger Noodles. I like dark Danger Noodles. And here we can use Acacia. Oh shit. Jose. And why is Gabriella using right? Oh, cause that's a right weapon now. We're completely right, like full albino right. You know, it's like getting a shiny Pokemon at that point. Like they have iridescent. Got a friend who keeps Danger Noodles. Yeah, he started with 1 Danger Noodle. I think he's now got 4 Danger Noodles. So that's like only thing he talks about now is Danger Noodles. What are my missions? Just training team individual abnormalities suppressed. You'll be real? Well, I mean, what could you be instead? Are you not real? What will you be real about? See, that's where I would rather have a dog. I would rather have a dog than a cat. But I would rather have them both over a Danger Noodle. I've got nothing against Danger Noodles, however. I'm a dog. I like dogs. Dogs are great. Let's do Inside Gabriella. Right, shoots Acacia. Did we skip from dawn straight to dusk? Noon. Dogs are cool. I like big dogs. German Shepherds, Huskies, I like them. They do get a lot of attention. They do. They're very... yeah. Like, dogs are very generic as a pet. Give them a little hat and they're happy. Like, it's not that you can't have like a cute Danger Noodle. You know, they're cool. They're very cool pets, but they're also... they have I mean, every pet is a bit of work to keep up with. Let's be real. Like, if you're not taking care of your pet, you shouldn't have a pet. But their maintenance needs are like different, if that makes sense. And people may not be equipped to deal with that. Yeah, that's a benefit. That's most certainly a benefit. My friend, I think, has 2 venomous Danger Noodles. I think one of the reasons is he really wanted to go into like zoology or like zookeeping, but the rages for like working in a zoo here are really bad. Like barely above minimum wage, so he's like, fuck it, what if I just keep my own reptile house and have 5 snakes? We were walking by a local ice cream parlor and there was just a big old Bernese mountain dog chilling between 2 hognose? I've got a wee lump in my throat, I'm sorry. Taking a drink. Don't know, it just sounds funny. It does sound very funny to be able to just envenom anyone who annoys you. Right, you. Work within 0472 must be done. Do not look away. When at a counter site, a cleave-off counter lowered. When the unit was still unmonitored, the counter unit continued to lower. So when this work happens, don't look away from this work. So it doesn't like to be observed, but it would require observation. Jesus, you're so needy. Such a needy tree. Okay, non-escaping priority, that's good to know, but what happens when the cleave-off counter lowers? That doesn't help me out. Not a bad outfit, that's an interesting weapon. This feels like a very Dan-da-Dan, like, anomaly. I'm getting Dan-da-Dan vibes. Your job also had a 10-hour breakdown yesterday, so you sat around doing nothing getting paid. You wish you had a Steam Deck. That is the best and worst combination, isn't it? That is a most definite combination. Righty. How about tree? We can do tree. We know what tree wants. Tree wants attachment. What we'll do is we'll let Gabriella recover a bit. So we'll do a justice one on Acacia. And then we'll do, not repression, we'll do fifth, and we will watch for tree. Because the tree does not want to not be watched, but also hates being observed. Keep track of ordeal timers. Yeah, so if it's the green noon. Wait, is green noon the one which we had, or is that no, the violet noon? Thing is, I've only had violet noons. I've not had any other noons. I don't know what the green noon does. Leucistic rainbow boa looks right enough. A leucistic rainbow boa. Let me just have a quick look at that. I've beaten Green Noon. Which one was Green Noon? Leucistic rainbow boa. Oh, that's a cute little fella. A cute little fella. They're so boopy. You can boop the snoot. That's a danger noodle you can boop the snoot on. It's so bootable. Robots. Green is robots? Which robots? Which robots? I know for that with the Dosco deal. Tell you what. I know it's not a violet noon, so let's see what bad happens. Alright, so feeds off a green ordeal. So is green always robot? Alright, so these guys are weak to fright and black. Actually, with Acacia Fair, we're not going to send Hannah. We don't have fright here. But Jose should be able to single-handedly deal with it, actually. We can just use Gabriella and Germaniano. Germaniano? Germaniano. Then here, we can use Frank Destiny. We'll just use everyone. Then here... Oh, right. Each ordeal will always be themed in gimmick on the color, yeah. Then here is one last one, and we'll use Nox, Marinelle, and Olga. Is it possible to get friends with venomous snakes? I'd imagine so. I'd imagine there's nothing illegal about having a friend who has a venomous snake. What? Where was Hylan and Lewis? Safety team. This side. These guys do a lot of more damage than I even expected. Right, what levels were Hylan and Lewis? Okay, I am fine with that actually. Everyone come back. I'm gonna deal with it a different way. Wonder how your science teacher's doing. He had like 30 snakes in his classroom. Boone, get down here. Alright, we're gonna make a break team. Gabriella, move to information team lower quarter. Jose, information team lower quarter. Now who has Nox? Nox, right? Yeah, Nox. Except hognose, we're not recommend for children. So fair. Now who has the other gun? Goody, no, 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 no. There's a pressing in here, that's not great. Noah. Noah, get in here, you guys get in here. Because when you... Well, you are not child, but what's gonna happen when you were a child during the class of humans, do you have to be a child too? Where's Noah? No, I told you to get up here. So slow. Open, you two get on site. You get on site too. You... Everyone here, get over here. The best evidence I know of one preparing us to see some snake, from what you remember, showed a pretty shy hognose, but would get kind of pissy if you handled her too much. And we didn't have pets in my classrooms. Alright, everyone here, come over here. You, here. Gemiano. Why are we gonna draw you down here? Okay. Fine. Gemiano. Good night, Gemiano. Everyone get down here. Youth get into safety team. No, get into training team. Be scared of snakes like a cobra. Oh, he got fired when he graduated. Alright, where's the last droid? Where's the last droid? Right, we left all of the clerks in the control room, all of the clerks in... We left a lot of clerks. Where'd he go? Where's the droid? He disappeared. Alright, we completed a work day. What we're going to do is we're going to go until the end of this meltdown tier. We're not going to worry about the dead workers, but we will get equipment. So we need yous, and we need none of you. We need you, none of you, none of you, none of you, none of you. Alrighty. So if that being the case, we want to get more information about you. When we work with normal or good with Clephos increase, it can be increased up to 3 levels at a time. Warning, do not stop looking while suppression is in progress. So, Keisha. Goody. And Gabriella. Do you want inside justice? Send Jose down here. And then we'll finish with workday off. I'm not too concerned with data today. We lost a couple goons, but we didn't lose anything major. I see why it takes so much time here. Because you have to go left, right, left, no, right, left, right, left. Jose doing good. Let this finish. The tree does not like to not be seen. Alright. You want 50 for the suit, you want 60 for the weapon. You have an interesting looking suit for borrowing heaven. So now we just need to get your escape information. Acacia into here. Goody into here. Nox into here. Alright, we got space for one more, so we'll throw one more repression in. Then we'll end the day and return to Swedish AI. If I can remember how to do a voice, which I forget every time. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Complete. Workday complete. B rank riff. 3 dead. Had a first trumpet. Goody's justice reached 3. Moi. Goody can now do the shooter. Let's see, Acacia justice to 5. That's good. And so we're gonna replace yeah. So we're gonna send Acacia to the information team so that we can get Acacia's 4 to 5. Goody we're gonna send to the shooter so that we can get his justice up. Half a match, just some stats all around. Let's go. Day 24. Alright, time to pick our suffering punishment choice. On the left, we have 0484. That's not a flower. Order all of the employees nearby to evacuate immediately. We have T168. Where does one go when they die? And then on the right, we have It's a Good Day. Are you still shy today? 0192. This would be the first choice of 2. They like giving us multiple choices. Upper, left, middle, right. So if you would like to have input on what the result will be, please leave your response in the poll, which has now been sent out. On the left. That is not a flower. Order all of the employees nearby to evacuate immediately. On the middle, where does one go when they die? And on the right, it's a good day. Are you still shy today? If there is no result, then we shall roll for real. If there is a result, we take what the result gives. I also do need to get the reel ready. And the poll ended. Was there a result? There was no result. Let us shuffle. Let me get a reel of names. It's already set up for left, right, and middle. Let me just get this set up so that we can show you what is happening. Here we have a reel of names. Then I'm gonna spin this, and whichever it lands on will be the result. That is right. Our first choice will be right. Next, we have a second choice. The choice will operate in the exact same way. Left, right, and left, middle, and right. But before we send it off, on the left we have this portraiting captures a moment. It is what we are destined to lose. 0991. It literally made itself into the safest place on Earth. 2982. An express train to hell. We are not taking express train to hell. So that gets removed from the poll. So we have a choice between left and middle. Between this portrait and captures a moment. It is what we are destined to lose. No, we're not doing right. If it was on the poll, it could be selected. But it's not on the poll, is it? No, by definition, I can tell you that it's not on the poll. You may try as hard as you might to have me click the train, but the train is not happening. At least not right now. The train lives in our hearts, but it doesn't live in our psyche. Indeed, indeed. Good sip, good sip. Thank you, thank you. So what is the result we got? We got a tie, which means this comes back out. Yeah. We could run again, but we probably get another tie. So we spin. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. I mean, it worked out, but it was incorrect. This is correct. No, this is not correct. Left. Middle. Look, you can say all you want about scam. Or do a best of 3, so that we have a fair chance. So attempt 1 went to middle. If it goes to left, we spin a third time. If it goes to middle, it goes to middle. So we're going middle. Unfortunately, at the rate the cookie crumbles. Did you know there's a cactus on your chaotic mess of a disk? It seems that an employee who wanted to become intimate with you put it there. If I were to give my personal opinion, I don't like cacti much. There could be various reasons for one to grow a plant. However, its vicious thorns are not something worth enduring like those of a rose. It's not as pleasing to the sight, nor does it provide valuable sap like a maple tree. I've also never seen one grow a flower bud. Theoretically, it would bloom in the right environment. That possibility is something I've never witnessed, as it may be that all the cacti I have known have spread their roots into barren soil. Do you believe the cactus will bear a flower? You know, anything has a chance. You talk as if you've seen it for yourself. VK2 reminded you to never go to war against the Pope because he has rained hell on you and killed off 3 generations. That is true? Are you just bringing that up, or did you like play Crusader Kings again? Well, if you're so certain about it, then keep it. This place does not even have sunlight, but who am I to stop you? Ask Tifereth again. If you're looking for Tifereth, you still have a middle layer meeting. I'm bad at holding conversations. I kind of miss the managers who were more talkative at a time like this. Hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Have you noticed that someone's memory and emotion bleeds and seeps out of us? As you've seen, we act angry, we feel happy, want things and look sad, even though we're machines. Drink more tea, you can't make me without using a redeem. Also, I am drinking tea right now. We even have our own weaknesses. Why is that? What's inside of us? If something really is inside of us, then why make something imperfect, wanting weakness? It's been cracking all day. I tried to find the answer. Also, it's also cracking because I'm not built to speak in this octave. But I really couldn't get it. I'm sure you have an answer. Locked array, somewhere in your memory. Maybe there's a reason why there has to be imperfection. We're machines, yet not machines. Not machines. Hey, are you two having fun without me? Tifereth, it's troublesome to have a conversation, but it's fun. It appears it is time for another replacement. The cycle is getting shorter and shorter. But it can be rebuilt anytime we need, right? Well, it's still an asset to the corporation, so I would prefer not to have it go to waste. Tifereth, perhaps we should explain it to the manager first. Why? I've told you, Tifereth, the human mind is a fragile thing. It is not capable enough to perceive the existence of beings like us in our wholeness. I mean, it's not that gross. It's nothing like compared to, like, decapitating an employee or slicing open the torso with the guts spilling out. Humans are susceptible to the unknown. The scene doesn't always have to be graphic to break the mind. Oh, there's so much to be mindful of. I can't just replace the managers with machines. We could simply replace them whenever they try to do something stupid, like how we tried to replace Tifereth. Tifereth, there are things only humans are able to take care of. The founder of Lobotomy Corporation must have had a reason for assigning a human manager. Well then, off we go to storage. That's one of the few locations where the cognition filter is weakened. I know that place. Tifereth, what are you talking about? It's where we always go during work. I don't mean that. I remember what happened the last time. You do? That's great! Thank you for helping me, like you always do. Pass a day with meltdown level of 6 or lower. That is doable. Do we get the next bullet? New. So we've got 2 more. We've got a bunch of people we need to replace. I think my plan was to strengthen to... Actually, if I throw you... No, I don't need to strengthen you. Cancel. Nox. You're another one I was wanting to work on. But Acacia, you can go here with a level 3 and 2 staff. Got an ad coming up in 5 minutes, so we'll take a short break then. Goody comes down to the training team. Nox needs prudence and intelligence. So I'll throw Nox into the control team. Sarah, I'll throw down into here. And let's see. I think I'll get a bunch of cheap staff, maybe? Like, or cheap hires. We get 4, 4, 2, prude 2 hires. Get 2 at least. 1 into here. 1 into here. Yeah, you're out. I'm listening. What are you thinking about? Ego. Got a couple Zayans available, so Spirit. Evangeline. Haha. Alrighty, now we have Devona. I'm gonna throw in the soda right now. As for weapons, control team, we have black, right, red. So we could put you in Ozayan. Yeah. We got black, right, we need a red. We'll give you a red gun. Lycon is Tiber, but Tiber does Lycon voice line. So what is the Lycon voice line? You mean Lycon? Wait. You remember the meme? Right, use a fine. Red, right, red. No one. British people be like, it's Tuesday, innit? Ah, it rings a bell. I will get the full meme as well. Raya. Okay. British people be like, it's Tuesday, innit? Oh man, I'm trying to remember now too. I've got 6 points. What can we do with 6 points? We could... Reverby 3342 VVV, yeah, Zenlith. Oh, I know that. Evangeline, Frank. I don't know what to do with my last equipment. Yes, I know. I said I know. I need your thing. Go Jose into there. We've got a lot of... Is it Raw or Rao? Rao, maybe? Rayo? How do you say that? W-A-W. I don't know. Greatest ordeal level, Dusk. Alright, let's think about today. These two gotta be farmed. Maybe some dimensional refraction variant as well. Of course, you're gonna be farmed by Goody. That makes sense. We're gonna throw Acacia into Puppy. Nox probably will work on Justice first for him. And over here, there's not really much we do in the safety team. Like, we just make sure that these two don't implode. So we could up maybe like Evangeline or a Sarah. You're gonna go to sleep, no problem. Well, thank you for your time, for coming and spending some time here. Means a lot. Have yourself a lovely night. And have yourself a good time. And we're about to take a short 3-minute break as well. I'll see if I can get this Evangeline leveled up first. So Evangeline 4431, yeah. And we'll take a wee break, see you in 3 minutes. Is that actually the ad? If that's actually the ad, then Twitch is lying to me. And if it's lying to me, then I want to speak to Mr. Bezos. Because your application is lying to me, because it's telling me that the ads are still on. If that makes sense. Off the off? I've got so much I need to troubleshoot. Anyway. Dismiss that notification, dismiss that notification. Take that off. We can minimize you. And get you back open. And we're ready to flow. Apart from we're not, because I minimized OBS, which means I minimized chat. Because I'm a fool. Yeah, I'm a professional, don't worry about it. I'm a professional. We're ready to begin. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can buy, and then we're gonna be off. Nope. Nope. I nearly pressed the button. Good, good, good. Good, good. Good. Alright. Finish with cleave off 6 or lower, so that means just do high yield. So we can do goody. And we can do acacia. And we need to find out what you are? What is that? Why the what's the name? Why does it look like Cassandra from Doctor Who? That's a throwback. That's a reference. Only old Doctor Who fans, like not old Doctor Who fans, but like Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant Doctor Who fans will get at. Cassandra something something, the oldest human. Anyway, let's throw Gabriella in here and this is an observation. Moisturize me, yeah. Moisturize me, moisturize me. Alright, so it's a low energy one. But instinct seems to be right. And Gabriella's not committing suicide, so that's good. So go down. The abnormality changes facial expressions at certain intervals, however when faced with another person, it changes halt. There are 5 levels of facial expression, dubbed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No special circumstance came from 3, 2 showed increased success rate and employee healed. Baseball showed increased damage dealt and success rate declined. 5 showed damage dealt and rate declined. And 1 showed a half damage and success rate increased, and each time it was worked successfully. Oh, so when it's in these positions. So you're basically playing roulette. So like if I throw Gabriella here, put Gabriella in now. We're on phase 3, which is no major like differences. Didn't work out nicely, but 8. Common, common. And then for boxes with blood. The boxes with blood. Boxes with blood. I'm gonna leave it unobserved for the time being. As for 5th, let's throw someone into Judgment Bird. You're... It's definitely safe. Now I'm even more worried! Look, if it melts down, I'll throw someone into there, that's what I'm saying, and then when I find out that nobody died, in fact. Who's our lowest person? We got no 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, someone who we don't know the name of. Devona, you're new. No. Devona, get in there. Go on, Devona, take your time. What are you anyway? Anything. Or Jose. No, that would be... If this doesn't trigger something, we'll throw someone into Dimensional Refraction variant after. Right, where are you? Devona, where are you? Oh, you're in there. A bomb shelter that completely protects the interior from all outside influences of the road. including light. Any subject who enters the shelter from the 27th of March. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Also, today is the 27th of March. Any subject who enters from the 27th of March will be immune to all forms of damage. However, this does not apply to damage caused by the shelter. The shelter from the 27th of March. Furthermore, the subject's HP will slowly recover from the moment they enter. What? Okay, so we got a few outbreaks. You are vulnerable to fray. And blue. How do we deal with Void Dream? How do we deal with Void Dream? Because Void Dream keeps killing people. Attempts to suppress the abnormality will provoke it to transform into an extremely hostile entity. When Void Dream escaped, its light put every employee who came into contact with sleep. Ray woke up when the manager shook him. Okay. And then we got Punishing Bird. What? What? What just happened here? What? Everyone is dead. Everyone's dead, Dave. Everyone is dead. I mean, that's a day reset if I've ever seen it. Welcome, Nuclear, to Lobotomy Corporation. It's why, after, in our 6th stream, we are now only at day 24. But what I don't know is how any of that happened. Is it because I've put someone into the bomb shelter? Second Trumpet does go better. It's a shame that everyone has to die for it to happen. Alright. Because I didn't have anyone in here. I don't know what the cause was. That's the thing. If I knew what the cause was, I wouldn't mind, but I have no clue. Right? It's the anxiety of not knowing. I mean, I was about 7 people dead. Don't know if it's based on his face. Don't know if it's fair common. Did put someone into fair. And Jose can do this job. I'm just gonna take it easy again. Take it easy. That is a tragedy. But we have 8 more. Everything is common, so it's all based on where the dude is on the mask. Good to know. With Gabriella into Judgment Bird. I forgot that there's no hive. Alright, Dimensional Refraction Index was not bad. I'm looking at you for borrowing heaven. You, good sir, need visited. So we sent Jose over. We'll keep it in line of sight. So that we don't lose we don't lose Cleafoff count at least. But damn. We want your escape conditions. Oh, your escape profile? I think we're gonna get it. Also, you are a nice, good 24 top level. That's a cool stuff. It looks like the Lance of Longinus from Evangelion. Everything is Evangelion! You are actually not bad to farm. I will send someone in to do this work. Right, what's melting down? Flesh Idol, we'll throw in Jose. We will throw in Tom. Letitia, we will throw in Maritza. And we will have a Red Dawn. So if this takes 10 seconds, as soon as someone's in here, we're gonna leave. And we wait for 5th to finish, and then we'll take someone out of Flesh Idol, because I wasn't paying attention to how long I know, but if Flesh Idol lets the fully cool, then it's not very kosher. A 90-second prey does equal a very, very quick 3rd trumpet. Dream of Black Swan, Black Short, Red Medium, a very good weapon. I think it's worth trying to get this. You look like a blonde March 7th for Thorns. Who is March 7th? Who is March 7th? Hello. I am also currently uncaffeinated. We will throw in... Attachment work with Gabriella. Honkai Star Rail. HFR. No, everyone's telling me I look like someone. I see what you mean with the hair, with like the center bang. I see what you mean. Some of this art does have hair intakes. I don't think I've got a hair intake. No, I don't have a hair intake. Recently, as in yesterday, I was told I looked like Don Quixote from... Oh, is it also Star Rail? Olympus. Yeah, Don Quixote from Limbus is what I was told. Which I didn't even know. I claim copyright on that. I don't know if I was first, but I was in my heart. Right, but now at Cleafoff count 2. We will throw Jose into you. Why did I say you look like Don Quixote before the Invitator came up with a better comparison? I mean, it would have been funny. But yeah. And I have not played either Honkai or Limbus. This is my first Project Moon game. And I'm suffering about as much as everyone wants me to, I imagine. I don't know if I'm suffering more or less than expected. I am suffering. That seems to be the common denominator. Yep. Riella can go back in. Then we'll put someone into Punishing Bird. We'll wait actually, because I want to check if I can do a Punishing Bird Instinct. Played Honkai but struggled to get through the first playable part. Of Limbus. I've not played neither. The most recent released gacha game I played was Zenless, and got to at the end of release content before they started adding new content basically. But the grind was real. Apart from that, I've played a bunch of other gacha in the past. You know, some is actually pretty good, some is mixed. Aisha, what are you wearing? I'm not gonna send you in. Judgy Burb, yeah, Judgy Burb. Judgy Bird is good. As soon as you get any pale resist, it's reload. I don't have enough to get any of you yet, no. And you, 60, 50, no. Keep you like so. See if we can get Jose into here. Get Goody into here. We also have Punishing Bird too. A cute little goober who likes taking a tithe of blood. Oh, speaking of Punishing Bird, he's taking his tithe of blood. Who's he gonna peck this time? Down? Down? You're going into central control. He is going into central control. He is going for Sarah. We finished Redacted and Redacted last night, so you get 2 Justicia now. Well, I don't know what that means, so I will take your word for it. I love not knowing what anything means. I don't, but I also do. Let's see, we can throw... Good. Good. That sounds about right. We can throw... I guess we can throw Jose on Instinct work here. Make sure to redact. Look, I barely know what you mean by Justicia 2. If at all. So it's brilliant. Next, we will put... Let's see... What does one thin want? We will throw one thin attachment Owen and do our Dawn event. Wait, just a fear. Oh yeah, just a tear. Alright. Wait, you can get 2 of them? That would be insane because that's an insane eagle suit. Alrighty. Just use our long range boys. After you do something, yes, where's Goody? Goody, come here. You use Letitia. Gun. Goody. Then down here we can use Jose because he will survive. And we'll use Noah. We're not to elaborate. Yes. Make sure redact this info. Wait, you do know eager names. Yep. After I do something you would not elaborate. Good. Jose, go here. You might just be faster. They're taking the time, that's fine. Goody, where are you? Still trying to suppress. Where are you going? You're going home. That's good. Yep, people die. That's just the way of life. Where is everyone? Go on. Get out there. Clear. 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 Goody. Goody, get your ass over here. Ah! What happened? I mean, I know what happened, but why? Why did that happen? Well, there goes the entire training team. There we go again. Gabriella. Someone in a good suit. Or they. Goody. Keisha. Anyway, don't you just love it when an entire team dies? I do. What do you want? You want... you. 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 Sounds like a plan. Maximum zoom out for maximum effect. Ben, no, actually. What do you want? Do you want anything? Gabriella. Then we will use Keisha again. And what melts down? They? Nox. Goody. Takes a hot minute to get down through here. A super hot minute. Keisha. Gabriella. Punishing Bird is out. Wait, with Acacia a good call? Acacia with a fine call. Fine, so good to know. The game does not pause when you go into the information screen. You... anything but attachment. Alright. Damn, Punch Bird really wants a big type today. Damn, that was horrible. How does this work? During the process, when the work was good, it increased. So we sent Gabrielle in there to try and get a normal result, to try and get it to increase. I don't want it to be low. That's going to take my entire attention. I think we're going to get a good result. Which is good, because I don't like it sitting at 1. Will it go up? It did not go up. Goodie. Vendorn is clowns. Anyone with more than 50 health can go send. Here, Gabriella, just go. Here, Jose, just go. Here, I'm gonna send you. But we will also send one else with melee. Should be fine, you have a gun, so we send you. Get that cleared quick. Where's my gun? Where's my rifle there? Jose, clear. Helpful to know, where's our last dude? Jose and Gabriella and Noah. Alright. Clear. Gabriella. Jose. Flee for free, immune to red, weak to white and blue. Dreams of Black Swan, non-escaping, 3 for 5. So we'll get these 2 done. We'll continue on standard pattern. How do you get a good result on you? Like, what is your good result? 21 plus. That is so very, very tight. How does that even happen? Like, statistically. Guess you just get pretty lucky. Alrighty. Let's try and get maximum work ethic through. Jose. Goody. Not a great result of Judgment Bird. Not a great result indeed of Judgment Bird. Not even a great result of the shooter. But we got a good result here. I think we could get another. The shooter would be good. The Judgment Bird and the Punishing Bird take his tithe. We could throw Hannah into Letitia. Get our meltdowns. Let's see what's down here. Right, the red shoes. Red shoes. How do we deal with the red shoes again? Non-escaping entity. Employees of temperance 2 or lower should not use the red shoes. Employees of a temperance of 2 or lower should not wear the red shoes. The red shoes remember the previous owner. Normal, go down. Welcome back, Burb. When result was bad, cleave off became 0. Low temperance employee Sergey entered the containment unit in a trance. But is the cleave off reaching 0? Right, I've got a quick question. Is a meltdown event the same as the cleave off counter reaching 0, or is it different? Because if it is the same, I would rather just deal with clicking on someone than sending someone in. If it's different, it would be good to know right now. Until then, well, Cheers can take Owen. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Everyone is mad. Everyone is mad. Everyone is panicking. What? Judgment Bird out. I'm just witnessing this. Because I have no idea what the hell just happened. We're fifth close to greatness. All agents are dead. Oh, how did this actually work? That's how it works. How about this? I don't know. Anyway. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. Everyone just went into panic right at the end. I was asking, like, if a cleave off meltdown is the same, like, triggered by fifth, is the same as the cleave off counter reaching 0. And then suddenly everyone panicked while I was paused. But yeah, I'm not gonna question it. We restart. Yeah. Red shield. Yeah, Viva shield. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just work here. I only work here, you know? Either both shield. Yeah, that happened. Going so well. Nobody had died. There was no major repercussions of my actions. So, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna treat it like water under the bridge. That's fine. Red shoes. Right, back to asking the question. In fact, mention situations. No. No, no, no. Work count penalties. That's not one. The cleave off counter. What about Alright, abnormality escape. Have a cleave off counter reaches 0. Cool abnormality. No. Abnormality observation. No. No. Department functions. Yes. Work count. Cleave off meltdown. Okay, there we go. Meltdown level. Yes. Cleave off meltdown gauge. Yes. Meltdown level rises. Yes. Meltdown alarm. An alarm time will be shown on all containment units undergoing a meltdown, with time will gradually decrease. When this timer hits 0, the cleave off count of the abnormality will become 0, and the unique PE box will decrease. The cleave of meltdown dissipates as soon as an ancient enters. The meltdown gauge will not rise when containment units meltdown are entered. Reduced success rate from cleave off overloads will still be reflected in the work. So I'm actually fine with that one timer now. You can send Jose up to deal with Bird. So when this one triggers, someone's gonna go, yeah, I wanna put on the shoes! So I can just click him. And that's fine. That's fine. Let's get ready for it to trigger. Just like that. And after we dealt with that, dealt with that. What do you want again? You want any of your above. Insight. You want any of the above but repression, Gabriella. Keep an eye on you. Could forever be in Acacia Inn. An interesting option. No. That's fine, we won't go Acacia Inn. What we will do You finished pretty well. Today's Shylock. Common is fine. everything is common with this guy. He's very indecisive. Punishing bird escapes, that's fine. I've run on with Acacia. You want any of the above, but so if we use Jose, just do something good. Okay, today, Shylock, what are we gonna do? We'll take a 50-50. I've got a purple. Purple? Weak against right. All going fine. All going fine. Yeah, Hannah's not in any threat. You're not in any threat. I think you were a little closer than I wanted. Root of Understanding went down perfectly fine. Go back at you. You want any of the above. You want anything but black. No. Yes. Before Jose here, before Gabriella here. We'll throw someone into Judgment Bird. Judgment Bird runs any of the above. Who's got a good food? You've got a... They've got a great suit. So, am I ever gonna read Abno stories? Where's the Abno stories? Oh, I forgot, but I've got this guy going. I got the encyclopedia, and I've wrote... Oh! I didn't know you could click these. I could, actually. If we get to 550 today, I'll read 2. At the end of each day, we succeed, we'll read 2. How about that? When we get to 550, I'll read 2 of them. I think that's a fair amount. I did not even know the thing. Until then, think about which 2 is actually good to read to start out with. Don't say button, because I would have fallen for that. I would have fallen for that. I just realized that right there. No. I should read the button right now. I really should, but I'm not gonna. But I really should, shouldn't I? It'd be a life-changing information. But I'm not gonna. We're gonna have to deal with Noon, Andre. We're gonna have to deal with Noon. That's fine. Which one's Red Noon? We've not seen a Red Noon yet. So I am... Hopefully Red Noon does not kill everyone. Like Purple? Like Purple Noon. Purple Noon was fun. Red noon. Red noon. Red noon indeed. We'll do another to shooter. So green is bots. Purple will drop obelisks everywhere. Red clowns. One. Just one. Just one. Weak to everything but blue. Everything but red. Damn. Where's he going? Right, everyone down to here, apart from Jose. Jose, you stay here. Gabriella, you come up. Okay, so good news is he's dead, bad news is he splits into 1, 2, 3. Gabriella, you can come here. And Jose, you can come here. These guys are so fools when not like moving away from. Oh wait, we didn't explode. Wait. Red noon actually is not a problem. Alright, which anomalies would you like me to see the stories of? While you come to a decision, I will perform some trainings. Could go chronological. Could go chronological. I'm gonna work some points over here. Alright, after I finish these two, however. I am a little bit anxious about the bubble ring heaven. I'm gonna keep a tight eye looking at him. Where is Gabriella? It was taken her forever. She's not normally fifth party. There she is. Then we will read One Bad, Many Good. Black Swan, complete. Evan. Complete. Gonna start with details so we can get 6 to 8. Get an outfit. Evan. Get an outfit. Alright, so one bad, many good. Silent abnormality but understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross, it wears a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, it is rare to record an incident of violence against employees involved in this abnormality. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. The assigned employee must kneel before it, stand and appears to be acceptable, and present their evil by confessing their sins to it. The ray it feeds is unknown. Excerpt from experiment records. We have catalogued the sins of a person can commit into 3 levels. Level 1. A small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2. Sins that are more serious and only shared with the closest of friends. Level 3. Sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone. These will be given and these will be taken to the grave. Employee redacted has been assigned to confess a level 1 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased by 12%. Employee redacted was assigned to confess a level 2 sin. Energy production via the abnormality increased 15%. Reassigned employee redacted to confess a level 3 sin. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it could be seen outside of the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a facility-wide power outage that the phenomena lasted for 2 hours. Employee redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Further experiments were cancelled. Scientific ethics decree that footage of those who participated in the experiment is to be kept sealed. However, the incident left us no choice but review footage of a containment unit. Employee redacted. This happened during redacted, around 4 PM. Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes away from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to dress as forest animals. One of us chose to go as deer. It was a crude costume. It could hardly be called one, to be honest. Just a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Omitted. I didn't know how a dear friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even notice he was missing for maybe an hour. We searched for him, and we finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure it was from relief from finally finding us, or what, but he started sprinting towards us. And that is when we heard the gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. When I came to my senses, I saw his blood splattered all through to my feet. After that, none of us dressed up as animals ever again. That's all. By the way, is this really supposed to work? Observation log 4435. Its eye sockets are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it is blind. It certainly has a fixed gaze on me, and I can somehow feel that it's listening to me. Confessing does lighten my heart, admittedly. Afterwards, we investigated the incident in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids. Witnesses said that they heard kids shout, "Run, Justin, run!" right before the gunshot, and after the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town, and deer hunting was banned in the area. Excerpt from an abnormality research log, X392. Honestly, you can't expect all of our employees to give honest confessions to that skull. Around 1 in every 10 employees would tend to say something that is not completely true. It's a bit different from a lie, but you can say that it's a subconscious excuse we make. They distort perspective to justify their action, even though they are aware that they should be telling the truth. Once this happens, a confession is no longer truly a confession. Yes, I'm talking about you, trying to justify your tardiness for 5 minutes now. That is actually an interesting, cool bit of development. Now, what do we get next? Do we get Relchias next or Punishing Bird? I think we got Relchias next. Relcheat. Ooh, this is a dense one. Employee record. Source unknown. Hey, have you guys ever been to one of those lobotomy meetups? Mind you, it took a lot of courage for me to bring this up again. You see, there's a bunch of clubs in this company where employees gather up. I once attended some kind of ping-pong group event, but you see, there weren't any goals, so I pulled out real quick, lol. But one day, I thought that this announcement for some weird get-together on the corp message board, I got interested. So I called up the group leader and he introduced himself as redacted from safety. I asked if there was any girls in the group, and he said there were a ton of female employees. Now that got me super interested, so I signed up right away for the upcoming meetup. So I showed up, got a name tag like everyone else. I don't remember everything, but well, I think I saw like 3 people from training and 2 from information. Maybe half an hour later, the leader brought in a dozen cans of Rel Cheers on a tray and gave one to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong because the can was already opened, but I'm a sucker for soda. I just gulped the damn thing down my throat the moment he passed me a can. Lamau. Now after that, the leader told us it's time to move. He said he got a van rented for us. Real thought he was an awesome guy for that. I hopped in the van with 2 employees from the Horde and 1 guy from the same department as me. The leader said it was going to take about an hour drive, so we could just nap if we wanted. So we did. Weird thing was, though, I went to sleep real fast. Like real fast. Like, for a moment I shut my eyes, I was like out like a light. I have insomnia, but for whatever reason I fell asleep so fast. That was my big mistake. Anyway, I was sound asleep, but then I heard seagulls, and I was like, what? What the fuck? Seagulls? Yeah, at first I thought it was someone's phone alarm. Then I heard raves crash, and I was like, man, this is way too real to be a phone alarm. So I opened my eyes to find myself lying on a deck. I was on a goddamn boat. La Mafiao. An actual, real-life boat. I knew that I was screwed the moment I saw a shrimp hopping around. Then chills down my spine. I wanted to believe it was a dream. But I swear that shrimp's realistic flopping was a sobering sight. Average Grim Reaper's origin story. The realization crushed me like a hammer, and I was surrounded by people who looked like they were the crew. They were all beefed up. It felt like they'd put me back to sleep before if I said something wrong. One wrong sip, and I would be swimming with the sharks. Snooze again. The crew was something around 10 people, including the captain, the bosun, cook, and all that. They chuckled at me while I was spacing out. The guy who looked like the captain walked towards me and asked about my height and weight. I asked him when the ship goes to port. He told me it'd be about a month, but I shouldn't try to run away or anything because I made a deal with my people. I had no damn idea who my people were, but I was too scared to ask. Then the other crew members called me over for lunch. They were making instant ramen, putting shrimp, crabs, clams, and all other sort of other stuff in. They told me to stop acting like I was about to jump into the sea and try for ramen. I said no at first, but they laughed at me again, saying that there weren't any sleeping pills or stuff like that in it. Gave me some anyway. A man's gotta live, so I ate it. It tasted better than I expected. As soon as we finished lunch, they told me they were going to teach me how to adjust the ropes. I pretty much gave up at that point, so I simply answered, sure. All I could see anyways were these little islands that no one could have a chance of surviving on. For a month I learned how to pull fish traps, fill bait boxes, repair fishing nets, cook some ramen, get coffee, all sorts of stuff. I keep getting better, and I got to the point where I could prepare mackerel sashimi and fish stew for the crew. Everyone complimented it, said I could open a restaurant with that stew. Later on, we went for a couple typhoons. Them and I started forming some kind of bond, companionship. Crews were becoming a common sight at that point. 2 weeks in, the captain told me I was pretty good and asked me if I was interested in officially joining the crew. When I thought about it, I would have been fired from the corp anyway, so it seemed like a legit opportunity to make a living. This was the first time I ever got a compliment ever, after all. What am I doing now? Well, I've been promoted and now I'm living fine. I found true happiness in cracking open a cold one after a hard day's work, covered in sea water and sweat. I'm at the port now, but gotta take off soon to catch some more shrimp. Never know what your future holds, bros. Sometimes I think about those other folk who had learned at the meetup that day. Not that I really want to snoop around to find out for. I just try to keep a positive mind. I want to say, hopefully they're doing just as good as me. Oh, it's time to sail out. See you guys. That feels like so tangential. Like, props to the guy. He absolutely killed, like, just taking life as it comes. I literally got press ganged into a fishing boat. Anyway, with that, let's just continue farming the day. And end it. Nah, you only get so many snoozes, so keeping the last snooze in the back pocket. Let's see if we can... how many snoozes do you have? Do you have like 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3? Do we share a snooze pool? Let's put him in there. Shared snooze, so you've got 1 out of 3. I'll see if we can get through the narration without needing to snooze. And we can not end, but we can get the ad break to time along. There. Alright, good day. S rank. No promotions. We got Justice to 5 and Goody, which means Goody can move somewhere else. We got Prudence to 3 and Nox. Why does Nox keep going down? Nox's Prudence keep going down. I don't know. So let's go through narration. Ooh, this is taking longer to load. Got day 25. The human mind is a melting pot of feelings, memories, obsessions, wishes, agonies, and the feelings of happiness and sadness. Stronger emotions have stronger impetus. The combined effort of numerous people has brought Lobotomy Corporation to where it is now. We have had to keep on with various experiments. Just as we hire new employees, now we recruited numerous people for the experiments. There was not a definite shape at first, then it slowly assumed a form. Finally, A understood while he was studying for changes. Their abilities, where they lived, for jobs and for strength were not so important. What was required was a massive amount of energy. This meant we had just one single thing to pay attention to. It's always floating around left to right at the back of everyone's head, twisting your mind until you are left with nothing but self-loathing. The subconscious. Come to think of it, I haven't properly asked for your opinion. Do you truly wish to meet A? Alright then, I do wish to meet A. I will let A know of your thoughts when he returns. However, do not expect him to give you a warm greeting. A is a person who can feel his mind, perhaps even more than I do. Manager, how do the safe word appear to you? You must see them as humans just like yourself. Irritation, smiles, desire, and frowns curl up their faces. A range of emotions much more human than myself, perhaps. However, you are aware of a key fact. If there were to be any AI in this place that would be sophisticated enough to be considered a human in terms of appearance, only I would fit that criteria. Haven't I been telling you since the beginning? I am the one and only truly superb AI here. To witness the essence of things is not at all important in this place. All that you see is distorted and filtered quite heavily. Everything here is constructed just for you. Perhaps you could understand it better if I put it that way. Ooh. Here is T4F, whom you should already know. What kind of stupid question is that? Who do you think would be otherwise? We both knows. That dumbfounded expression never seems to amuse me. To tell you the truth, this is the part where it gets boring, but that great expression of yours does give me a chuckle. You don't happen to think I'm the only one, right? Every Sephiroth you've seen is just like me. And the same goes to the Sephiroth you will meet in the future. All thanks to a stupid AI ethics amendment. next here is the place where we were born and we will return to someday. Maybe after everything is over, we will rest here, singing the song of our hometown. What do you mean your ad is about to start? Oh? Oh? I hope your next version will last longer, Tifferet. Well, when Tifferet, I will send the next one over whenever he's ready. Thank you, Lady Angela. Oh, this is where everyone was. It took me long enough to find you guys since you weren't in the meeting room. What's happening, Malcuff? Nedvac asked me to fetch a document from the other Tefereth. Oh, I'm afraid it's not ready yet. Something urgent turned up. And make sure to tell Nedvac that he should show himself next time. Well, Nedvac said he's a bit busy, so I'll tell him to visit you another time then. Why are you up as all the same? Nedvac isn't busy at all. He doesn't want to move. But I'm having fun with this errand. Oh, you're replacing Tefereth right now. It looks like the cycle's getting shorter. It must be concerning Tefereth. Oh, it was Malcuff who said it. Don't worry about me. Just be mindful of your notebook. It looks like it will be fall apart to shreds at any moment by the looks of it. Oh, it is. Thank you for your concern. It was a pleasure to see you too, Manager. Nice to meet you. I'm Tefereth. You can skip the introduction to Tefereth right now. It's time for you to examine the plan Nedvac gave us. All right. Seems want to say something. What would a broken machine have to say anyways? Tefereth is overloaded. It did seem to have some issues from the beginning, but it's only gotten worse with time. We have been replacing the machine often, resetting it, leaving only a small portion of the data intact. Yet it seems the error occurs at the same point. Clear the day without a single containment unit cliff-off meltdown. Oh, hello, sir. I don't know what voice I'm doing for Elijah, though I'm gonna stick to that one. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm quite busy down here. I still haven't finished half of what I've written down in my notebook. Hey. I heard extraction experiments are going to be conducted. When I looked over the list of participants, I couldn't find my name on it. I mean, there's probably a ton of reasons behind it. Maybe I'm just not good enough for the experiment yet. But may I join the experiment too? I've learned a lot here. I'm sure I can help you in some way. I'll be sure not to disappoint. Hello, Manager. It's sad not to have enough talent, isn't it? If someone doesn't look back towards you, what does that mean? That they don't acknowledge you? That they don't even care about what expression you may be making? They feel no need to see what you're doing, as they've already come to a conclusion. Have you ever clawed and scraped at the floor, writhing in pain? It really does sound excruciating. But in reality, the moment I completely lost my fingernails, I felt nothing. You stare at a flash where your fingernails used to be, and just before you lose consciousness, when you feel that you aren't yourself anymore, you start to laugh, frantically, even though it's not funny at all. And on the ground you catch a glimpse of someone's shadow and their feet as they look down on you. Guess whose feet those were? When the person who disliked looking back so much finally turned around, everything was over. Did you see the fragments of despair from there? Or were you just staring at the bits of my fingernails scattered on the floor? That was the exact moment I knew true helplessness. Without you, I would never have known the feeling. Thank you so much. Now, what about you, Manager? Have you ever felt helpless to control anything? When unbearable things pour down from somewhere that isn't your body, overwhelm you, it just feels awful to be helpless, being out of control of yourself. Come on, please tell me, so I can feel rewarded just a bit. Elijah was impatient, and her impatience caused many mistakes. She once went on a long grinding filibuster on why she needed to finish her experiment, but I don't remember the details. Whenever she said that she wasn't ready yet, I could see strong desire in her eyes. It was a craving, a bizarre obsession. If another person had been in my place, we may have turned around for the sound of hasty footsteps. Cogito was something that she couldn't access at her level of authority. The only task she was ordered to do was record the changes that occurred in the test subjects. And then we have an ad break about to happen. Ooh. Do we have ads? Should we continue? How are we working this? You don't have any. We'll continue until. She was aware that at the moment Kojita was absolutely not ready for human use. When I finally realized what was going on, half her teeth had fallen out, and... Help me! Please! Help me! Ignore, ignore, or ignore. Well, it says we've got ads now. Well, that's where we take a break. Haha! See y'all in a couple minutes. Alrighty. So we've got a warning. Manifestation of Cleaver due to Sephiroth breakdown. Suppression of Sephiroth's core required. The plot is thickening. Are you discovering the deep scars that are inflicted upon this place? Manager, there is something I hadn't informed you of when we spoke for the first time. The Sephiroth, of course, wholeheartedly want to meet you. They admire you and follow you. However, at the same time, they earnestly yearn for you to be swallowed up in resentment and curses. Please be careful with them. Well, you don't have to pay the fact too much heed if you wish. What I mean to say is you are free to go back to your daily routine. It's no big deal for me to fill in the rules. If some of the Sephiroth go mad. For if you do, then you will lose something important forever. Deceiver can break the cycle. Yes, sir. Do you really feel nothing about this? Try drinking some enkephalin, close your eyes and open them again. I am glad to see that you are not as feeble-minded as the other Sephiroth. It is important to keep a clear mind in any situation. Gabriel, why are you scratching yourself so much? Being as we're meeting again, you must have completed your tasks, manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. The information team has a task we must do, periodically. You must have realized that there are some blanks in the abnormality records. Among the tremendous amount of information we gather, there are some that should remain off limits to the employees for security reasons. The names of employees are one such thing. Any trace of them, what happened to their gruesome death, a desperate will to live, all of that has been stripped from the records on the false pretense of expunging information. There is no way for me to know what the criteria for stripping the records are. They are set by another department, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive, per orders. Isn't it funny? We've degenerated into a department that destroys and manipulates information as ordered, yet, somehow, we're still called the Information Department. Information Team. Whenever I introduce myself as the Sephiroth of the Information Team, I sometimes feel bubbling. There's something bubbling inside of me. Yes, sir, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get a list of the employees soon as well. Do not forget to review it after you've finished expunging the documents. Miss Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? This is a work you regularly do. Why are you so emotional about it today? Maybe names were marked atypical beings gave each other, to engrave each other upon their memories. Swedish dictatorship indeed. Someone might have named you Angela following the same concept. Yes, but if you happen to be too tired, please take a break. I knew you would try to say that. Referring to my employees by name is not recommended here. When employees first enter the company, each one receives their own unique identification number. This is to allow the company to identify them using the minimum amount of personal information. We have the numbers in our data storage devices. Malkuth has never called the employees by their names ever since she started working here. Maybe she is the most ideal Sephiroth among all of Sephiroth. But not to say that Malkuth deserves to take all of the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of poor taste is that? To lock us inside metal bodies and throw us into an endless loop of days that just feel the same as yesterday. I'm talking to you. What's with that oblivious expression? I heard you might be one of the architects responsible for our creation. The only thing I could do here is remember the names of a few forgotten employees and eternally despair. Feeling nauseous from even a single breath of air. Have you had fun watching your guinea pigs run around in circles? See, I told you I've been rotten from the inside for a long time. Gabriel was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved, even after hearing about what happened to Elijah. Some said he lacked empathy, but nobody realized that his emotions were festering on the inside. Maybe he began falling apart from long ago, ever since Carmen left this world. He slowly became expressionless. He wouldn't allow himself to have even a paltry of joy. He also couldn't stand having even the smallest part of his body exposed. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We went too far to ever turn back. Not to let Elijah dead be in vain, instead of taking the time to grieve. Everyone knew they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to maintain a facade of level-headedness, but his attempts to remain rational slowly morphed into an obsession. He started to wear a long-sleeved coven covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. We suggested he receive a complete medical examination to see whether he was contaminated or had an infection, but he refused. Enforced the procedure. Health checkups were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became coercion, and coercion led to the use of physical force. He was tied and bound for the checkup, but he resisted so desperately that it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out that he wasn't infected at all. Was that really fortunate, though? No, it wasn't. The examination did not resolve anything. He kept scratching himself, so harshly, even worse than before. When I saw him last, he wasn't lucid or cognizant to any human speech, and his body was completely covered in scratches. No one has seen him since then. Manifestation of Khalifa due to Sephiroth breakdown. Suppression of Sephiroth core required. The plot thickens. So much, so quickly, all at once. Alright, what's this? The button to initiate the suppression of a Sephiroth core will not appear unless all of a Sephiroth mission and dialogue are completed. Conditions not met will be shown upon a grayed out department button if the conditions are not satisfied. All conditions below need to be satisfied before the suppression can begin. When conditions for suppression are met, the button on the top left of the department will become active. If you click on the core suppression button, all employees will be removed and placed in standby. Conditions and handicaps of the suppression will be shown. Begin management will begin with a begin suppression, click to start. Get right bullets. So we can do core suppression of Malkuth. And we can do core suppression of Yesod. I don't know how this works. How does this work? Should I suppress someone's... Good start with Malkuth. So I need to claim hard mission 5, and we've not even done like hard mission 1. Core suppression kept after repos. Let's try. Alright, so reach Cliff off meltdown level 6, meet energy quota. An error with a work assignment system is detected. So I need to meet Cliff off 6 in order to suppress the core. I guess I could throw like Nox. We've already got Nora with a gun, so Nox can go up. Acacia 4, 5, 5, 5. So Acacia can stay. Evangeline 4, 4, 3, 1. And Owen in. what I did just notice is that we didn't get any new abnormalities. You think you can also move abnormalities? Could be wrong. Oh? What is that? Oh, is that? So this isn't like a battle against Malka. This is work the day is no. Wait, are we straight up on second trumpet? Behold Malka. Indeed. What? This is what you call a truly uncontrollable situation manager. I could have done it. Get Jose up here, get Gabriella here. I'm worried for like things happening out of my control. I could have done it. Is anyone who fit into Judgment Bird? The Jew's Goody. Goody doesn't have... What? Oh yeah, control team, there's no one. Acacia. Could use Acacia on Instinct. Acacia does have a solid enough outfit. Acacia might survive, Acacia might not. I'm not actually... Am I gonna risk it? I don't know. Let's do it. Acacia, let's try. Worst case scenario, we restart at the beginning of day. Oh, jumbled up, messed up, cluttered. Hahaha. Oh damn, that's going bad. That's going bad. Like, good result. In fact, who... There's someone with like 3 or 4, right? No, Reverbee's still on 2. So if Reverbee is on 2... Where's the music? There we go. Drum and fish. Drum and fish. Drum and fish! That took a minute. Drum and fish indeed. Alright, what do I do? We can get someone onto Letitia. Letitia's a decent farm. I'm gonna have 3 mil... What just happened? Unpredictable, isn't it? So, we have a machine. I don't know what happens if a machine fails. We have ice. We have Snow Queen. Snow Queen wants insight or whatever. Reverbee should be able to do that. Where's the third? I'm just gonna let her time out. Oh? What's Hannah doing? Where's Hannah? Shit. That was a mistake of me. That was a mistake of me. Oh yeah, I've got lob points. Let me spend them, actually. Get Hannah up to 3. Reverby. Get you up. And then... Evangeline, I guess we can do your... Justice. Then... Get your temperance, and then get your temperance. Alrighty. And Gabriella taking damage. He won't survive. He might. He's not gonna survive. Mistake. Mistakes were made. Right, let's do Malkuth again. Alright, let's do this properly. You... Yeah, we'll keep you fair. Nah, that one was just me making a mistake, Gabby. Betraying's not a problem. I mean, betraying is a problem. Let's be honest, betraying is certainly a problem. Acacia, probably. No, not Acacia. Yellow back. One more. Alrighty, choo choo. Yeah, choo choo, motherfucker. You may not be too bad. Get someone into. How much damage do you do? 46. Right. Punishing Bird is out. Reverby I wouldn't mind, but Reverby doesn't have much resist. You do have resist, and I could use someone else with a shooter. Acacia also is right. No, red is not good. Acacia I wouldn't actually mind. And Acacia into Knight. Goody into the shooter. Gabriella. The shooter. People were already using. Oh, black is what I actually should have been using. That's fine. Unless something bad happened for a bad result. Or they can go in. Common. Gabriella. Jose is working. Weatherby, I don't feel happy to send in. Goody, we can send in. Jose is getting slacked. Not by me. That's fine. Damn, what's happening? Why is everyone getting bad results? Ooh, some break core. White or black or blue. Try to farm as many points as I can do for big abnormalities. Alright, we're good. No one died. You are a 18. Yeah, actually worth doing. Send Reverby in. We're getting horrendous luck here. No, we need someone who is not gonna mind sending to other stuff. Like Acacia probably is fine to send into Letitia. Not Acacia, Evangeline. Alright, Dawn. We have fruit. No, yeah, we have Purple Dawn is the fruit of knowledge. The fruit of understanding, yes. Fruit of understanding is weak to fright. I'm getting better. It no longer tells you which result is the best. Shit. I just wasted 28 energy. It's telling me which work is best. And here we can send you, and here we can send you. Get these suppressed. And then we can suppress this Stone of Violet. We can suppress you with you 3. But we just got it back. We're gonna have Green Noon. Green Noon is for Clown Jester thingy mabobby. We just lost everyone. That's not telling us. The entire training team is dead. Half the information team. I mean, I'll have to do it when I retry. 8 dead is not how I want to spend that day. That's normal. Go the normal. That's normal. Yeah, everything seems normal. The problem is we're getting a lot of failures with the shooter. The shooter's high on justice. Giving them good justice. Give you Jose. Check right of the enclosures. Like this space. I see thieves. Like a full enclosure. I have employees are working, yeah. Finally a good result from while we were in heaven. Do another to shoot her. Not seen anything different so far. Oh. So they're going in random. Is that what's happening? No, because I think I ordered Insight there. Yeah, because I ordered blue. I see, I see. I see. I see. I see. So don't work Puppy, because Puppy doesn't want work which isn't red. So if we send someone in for red work on Puppy, they may not do red work on Puppy. The one people would have. Okay, okay. So fifth box is all common, if I'm not mistaken. So we send like Gabriella in to do for today's shy look. It gave us blue. And we ordered instinct. I see, but the good thing about this guy is everything is common. There's no bad result. So Void Dream got a good chance. Maybe Festival. Maybe not. The Shooter. As long as we don't get purple, it's not the worst. Judgment Bird. As long as we don't get blue. I get it, I get it, I get it. So fifth one actually isn't too bad. There's no highs, they're all commons. So sending them. So if I send them in for one thing, they're never gonna do it. Or is it like a 1 in 4 chance no matter what? So if I send someone in for a red, is there a chance I get red? Right? Can try someone on some good mini bad. And send them in on red. But now would be a learning phase. I went in as blue. Okay, we've got Cleaf off Meltdown. Bit of a not bad Meltdown location. Here, we will go in with Evangeline. And then here, low, high, low, common. Changes every new level. I don't know what that means. Is it random each time, or is it that every time you refresh the day, one of them will be linked to another one directly? So red may be right, and right may be black, and black may be red, and blue may be blue. Or is it just every time you click red, it's going to be a different one? These are what I'm going to want to figure out. However, getting someone sent into here, when someone with some resist, who I don't mind not being able to use. Want someone who's got like at least a common everywhere. If possible. I think the result is that we're just gonna have a very low on red, which is fine. You know how it goes. Burr and says Cleaf off Meltdown and changes it after every level. Okay, okay. So if I just send like Jose on, or no, I don't want to send Jose though. I don't want to send Reveby. Could send Goody. Acacia may have been the best bet. Acacia is working. What is Acacia working on? Okay, Acacia's on some good, many bad. Acacia, when you're done, you're gonna go on this Night of Despair. So I went in for black. As long as I didn't get red, I would have been fine. So here, we're gonna try another blue on the Freishoot. We got red, which is the worst one. No, it's not. Black is. There's a 50-50. This might be a middle of the pack. Middle of the pack goes down. Judgment Bird. As long as we don't get blue, we're fine. You. Common. You're very good, actually. We should be relying on you. Jose. We are going to rely on the Dimensional Refraction Vault. Target. Variant. We got blue. That is horrendous. Gabriella, will you survive this? You will. But you're gonna get worse every time we rely on you. Jose still has a high chance though. I'm not gonna rely on you. You, very low common. But we went in with Gabriella on red. Wait, Gabriella needs to heal. No, she doesn't. Gabriella is the goat. Jose, you can still succeed on the variant, so we're going to send you back into variant. We went in for red, got black. Very good. Very good. Then we're going to do a Dream of Black Swan, common, common, low, common, so we're going to go in on black and Black Swan. Gabriella. Right, over here we have still a high chance on Jose. And as we know, this is common, 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 common. When you do Malkuth, you're going to have a paper with you. Oh my god, you're going to track it? See, I figured out a system I can rely on here, which is this one and these ones I can follow. Medium results here still fine. We still have high result, so we're still going with high result. You, we have a 4% negative, gonna get you escape information. I'm gonna go in on red again with Gabriella. Also Shylock. Shylock is good. The only thing is Shylock is a 12, whereas these guys are 24s. So it is the energy density per operation. I would have to do Shylock twice to get the same result. Here. Black. No. Do black right, right. Right, red, red. Right, 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 right. Black. Pale. Right, right. And then Gabriella. Oh, I forgot about Borrow in Heaven. Good thing I'm still looking at it. When Gabriella is out. You can work on that first. I'm gonna get Gabriella to go to control to deal with this. Now we're gonna get Jose back in here. Nice, just got another 33. Gabriella can come down here, so these will have reset. However, going in on black might still be the way to go with Gabriella. Go back in with Jose. So, right equals black. Black equals right. Who's screaming? Oh, it's the punishing bird. But is that a thing which is consistent? So if we go back in with Jose on right. Go back in with Jose on right. It's still black. Now what I need to find out is if we go in on right on something else, will it also be right? Or will it also be black? But I know using black Gabriella here is good. I mean, I've got a system. I've got a system and it's working. Getting at least 10 each time. That's good, that's good. Just relying heavily on the central control room. Then we send Jose into here, so this one's black. So I'm gonna try going into here with a black Jose, with a fright Jose. I'll come into here with a fright Gabriella. No, a black? A black Gabriella. Purple noon means we're gonna want to pull people into different locations. Got black. And I went in as right. So does it mean if I go in with any fright, I will get black? Which is good to know. So I know fright is black and black is right, currently. But that doesn't guarantee that red is blue. Because red could be red, right? Now we'll do one more black. One more... One more freight. In fact, it didn't really matter as long as I wasn't red. Yeah. I'll go in with a freight Gabriella here. And we will do something. Probably one of these again, unless... I don't know. I'll figure it out when we finish this one. Another 17. Alright, everyone read out. And we're gonna do one more. And you want black? You want freight. We will do a freight Gabriella. If I remember... Oh, yeah, Violet Noon is Obelisk, right? Swear to God, if an entire team dies, I'm gonna... One, two... Okay, granted love, I was scared there for a second. Alright, wait a second, where is the gun? Where's the big gun? Acacia, where are you? Information teams that you're gonna be over here. Acacia, you're gonna stay here. In fact, you are... Yeah, that's fine. And we've got one up there to deal with. Freight is fatal. And we're gonna send Gabriella to deal with this one. Oh, thank fuck. And when this is cleared, that should be... When this is cleared, that should be... enough PE containers. There we go. But we need to reach level 6. I forgot about that. So we need to continue. But now we're not under pressure. Now we just need to continue. So these have reset. Which means I want something I can figure out gently. So suppose it comes down here. We go in with freight. Freight is red. So if we know freight is red, we could do Evangeline, going in to do freight, and getting red on Puppy. Figured it out! Shy look. So if you go in on red with Jose, first things first, Jose, you're gonna make your home down to the bottom. You can't. I'm gonna watch this. Red is black. So if we know red is black, we go in with Evangeline here. We can get our guidelines. And our escape information. So we know white is red, red is black. So black will have to be blue. No, black is right. Black is right, good. And we can come in. So blue has to be blue. Right? Yeah, blue is blue. We don't need more dry shoot. Red is black, right is red. Right equal red, red equal black, black equal right, blue equal blue. Red equal right, right equal blue. Right, So if we wanted to do blue and get justice up on Evangeline, we do blue. If we wanted to get temperance up, we do red. If we want to get, so we can do poppy right with Nox. Alright. That is Evangeline. Then we have a meltdown. And everything changes. And everything changes. Right. Maybe not Tom. Cannot cancel. Okay. Red shoes, we will let a time out. Dream of black, we'll go in with black because there's a slim chance that we'll send Gabriella in because we'll survive. Flesh coil will come to later. You we will send in Jose. Today's shy look. Yes, Noah could survive. You don't do the most damage. If we get throw failure, that is say 13, 3, 36 at max. Judgment Bird is gonna be a mission. Fairy Festival 2. I don't remember what I sent from info. Sent from on black, they got black. So black is black. I think I done right. Black is black, so I could send someone in, like... Goody? Goody might survive, he's got a little bit of pale resist. Jose or Gabriella would be better. But we'll send Goody in. You, we know black is black. So we could send Nox in, but if that's the case, we need to make sure Nox only goes there in future. You know black is black. We could send Reverby in, who has better black resist. Reverby did have better black resist. Next we need someone who's gonna survive. Hannah. And we know black is black. So that's gonna have to be Evangeline. As soon as the person gets into Flesh Doll, whoever it is. This actually is not good. Are we gonna get Flesh Doll? No. Now we're gonna need a count bit. That's been wrong, so it's like 4 seconds. Employee saved. Alright, good. We're at we're at level 5, we need to get to level 12. Give it another 10 seconds on Hannah. And we don't blow everything up. Next, let's go in on black and go in on right. So we know what fright does and what black does. Black does red. Unless I didn't pay attention to black. I think that was black. But this is fright. Fright does blue. So you could go in on Goody on fright. We could confirm new look on, I think it was red, so we'll confirm on black, yellow. And then we'll confirm on blue. Black is black. Black is black, that's good to know. We'll snooze this if we can. Black is black. Blue is blue. No. Blue is fright. Blue is fright? Black is blue. I'm lost. Okay, we're gonna just refresh. Blue, Gabriella. Black is blue. Blue is fright. Blue is fright. Right? Black is blue? Blue is fright. Black is blue. Black is blue. Blue is fright. Black is blue? What am I saying? Listen to me, listen to myself. Black is black. What? Red? Red is red. What? Bright is blue? And blue. Bright is blue. Okay, what's happening now? We just finished. We're complete. We're complete! Oh, that was a mission. Alright, Reverby got some good work success rate up, so did Jose. Max HP up on Noah. Evangeline got the Prudence up. And Riders Nox always hit 3. Woo! Alright, I guess we can take a vote. Alright, we got Bold is Awesome, which I don't remember what it is. We got 0115. One day you'll understand the meaning of desperation on the faces when the roulette spins. And we have F442. At the day a ripe apple fell on off the tree in the garden, where the princess and the king stood, the witch's heart shattered. What do you think? Middle? What do you think? Let's take a supper poll. Yes. Well, I actually take a drink. Whew. Bad with something. And guess what? By the time we are ready to return tomorrow, we're going to be doing another one. So do they all have different, like, overload mechanics? Or is the overload mechanic the same no matter which Zephyra it is? A good question, and one which you don't need to answer right now. We are rating any responses on the poll. Any at all. And the result is nil. Silently delete message. Well, if that's the case. Did I completely close the wheel of names? No, I did not. First roll. We're taking Bold as Awesome. Now, oh, it's just one. Hello. I'm really glad to join the team. Have I got to introduce myself? My name is... I'm trying my best to be helpful to the team. Oh, I was writing a report, ready to get off to. Nothing could be achieved through passion alone. It's obvious what mistakes impatience could cause, so we needed to take our time. The situation wasn't bright enough for me to remember everyone's name, or personally respond to meaningless gestures. It was only after a very long time that I realized giving praise once in a while may have been a good idea. I'll say hello. You're so silly. I think you could confuse us for human from time to time. I feel like I had a real dream for the first time in a while. The other Sephiroth told me I damaged the facility a lot. Have you ever felt it, manager? That feeling of sailing the ocean without a map? Or any kind of guidance? A feeling of groping blindly through a vast darkness? It feels like I'm an island on the vast ocean. I work on the control team. Nobody knows how much pressure it is to be in a position to command everyone else until they've truly tried it themselves. I'm sure you know how it feels, manager. Everything starts tumbling down on top of you and you start thinking you might not be able to handle it. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a dying employee? Don't look away from them, saying that there's nothing you can do for them. Don't just be sorry for the dying sacrifices. Don't blame yourself thinking that you could have done better. Only after you can confront those moments as they are, will you be able to see the other things. I believe ads have started. So, ooh. Driving to the track. Hello. I don't know how we work either. The question of the rest of us for reality. Will you be able to see other things? I saw you overcome unavailable trials, both of which probably originated from me. I am back. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would make it. Am I being too forward? You can't change your past, I know. I don't expect you to be a shining beacon or a lighthouse in the vast ocean, or that this place will suddenly become all peaceful and warm. But maybe we can just try and wait, right? You'll take in all those horrible moments. Oh, I want you to be the one to bear the suffering, manager. Like we are now. Germination of a seed of light? What? Oh fuck, I've forgotten how to do the accent again. Yes, I never expected them to be restored, but it appears I was wrong this time. I attempted to tell you that it was reckless. However, it wasn't such a big deal. Such a big loss on our end. I realized that a large quantity of energy was refined during the process of restoring that cellular. If you wish to know why such an occurrence passed, well, the day will come when you find out. I am a machine. I can remember everything. There was once a certain someone who held a certain belief. That belief was hope, light full of aspiration, proof that the world was not yet wholly beyond saving, a compass that guided people towards and along the path they should follow, a destiny placed upon them, meant to be carried since the beginning of time, a noble instinct forgotten by most people. That person warned us that we are slowly calling forth an inescapable disaster. The same person also told us that we are all losing something, and that we don't even know what it is we are losing. Not a single soul believed that story at first. Everyone was able to walk, see, hear, and speak. All disease had long since been conquered. Eventually, more and more people joined alongside the strong belief held by that person. In a place where history and promises were gone, it was a precious step. Although it took a lot of time to conclude the shell must be broken. Once the decision had been made, all had seemed well. Disciplinary or welfare? Blue or red? Someone's turn? I don't know. Let's go... left. Morning to you. What's the morning to you, Chesed? Morning to you, my good manager, sir. I'm in charge of welfare. Are you going to be opening up my department today? Yes. Malcuff synchronization complete. Higher lob payout for each completed workday. Nice. All employees have a higher movement speed. Nice. All departments in which the suppression took place will no longer be influenced by Qliphos meltdowns. Interesting. New memory repository imprinted. Okay, so I think I realize what this is here. So these are like the days to the next memory repository. I'm just clicking now. So now I need to do... So we cannot do a core suppression on a memory imprint day, so we have to do that tomorrow. We have one more here. Anyway, I know this is all gonna reset if I try to do something and then come back the next day. It has just reached midnight. So let me check if there's any other fellas on here, or if there is anyone else who we could go into. Let's see if there's a... Ooh, someone playing... someone we raided into recently is playing Project Zomboid. I think I'm gonna send us in that direction. It was just the other day we raided into Uanori Seltzer. So we're gonna raid back into Uonari. I'll get a raid message ready. Do bean soup time. This will be the message I will be sending. Without further ado, I will be on Discord for a little bit, but I'm gonna be up early in the morning, so I'm not gonna linger around for too long. I mean, wow, Gibby, you didn't even need to do that. I might just be refunding it because we are ending the stream. If I can figure out how to do it. But yeah, I will be on shortly. Have a good night, everyone, and for everyone, thank you for coming along on this journey.